Good afternoon. It's Sunday, and welcome to Minutes with Rachel. Today I'm just going to, since it's Sunday, going to talk a little about the power of just the Holy Spirit and fruits of the Spirit. And the number one thing that I always love to talk about is joy, because a lot of people think that their joy comes from other people, things that happen to them good, and then when something goes bad, they say they stole my joy. Well, here's the deal: is when you have the Holy Spirit, your joy is not other dependent. So it's not dependent upon what somebody does or doesn't do. And there's so many people that walk around discouraged all the time, and then there's just those complaining people that are just never satisfied. They complain about the way the streets are paved, or how the new recycling bins are just too big, and it's just they're just never satisfied because they don't have joy. And if they do, they just haven't figured out how to, use it, apply it. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have the Holy Spirit, but they're just not tapping in to the power. And that's what I'm really passionate about, and what my conference coming up in October is all about, which, I'll talk more about that later. But there's one situation when things happen in your life, you can react or respond. And feelings are just indicators. They don't dictate the way that we act. So my son Austin, he was umping for the Piqua, our city's, ball league, and he loved it. Every time that they needed an ump, he goes and he umps. And there was this one time, it was a tournament game. Nobody else wants to step up and ump, but when somebody does, they're always complaining, right? So they have a Facebook page, and apparently there was a tournament game, and of course the team that lost, they wrote this big Facebook post about how, the ump's little brother played for the other team, and that, they cheated. And I was thinking to myself, is that what you want to teach your kids, that them losing is somebody else's fault? But anyways, it just kept going on and on and on and on. And my son is just so awesome, because he every time that somebody would yell at him during the game, he would just kind of brush it off. And he even read through all the things that they were saying about him, and his response was this: "I don't care, Mom. I made $80." Yes, you are right. But the cool thing about it is I didn't respond, and that's growth for me, because usually when somebody messes with my kids, I kind of lose religion sometimes. I've walked on water. You can ask my friend Angie. So I didn't react to that situation. My husband didn't react. We didn't get in that thing. We just didn't get in it, because otherwise then you'll just keep seeing it. You know how that happens. You comment, and all of a sudden you see everything that happens afterwards. But there was one guy who we spent time with this summer, because our boys played tournament ball together, and he stuck up for us and just said, if you think that, I've spent time with the kids' parents, and if you were to meet their parents, you would know that he is not a kid who lacks character and would cheat. So that's kind of cool. So, I just want to encourage you today that if you don't know that you have the joy inside you, that it isn't dependent upon, whether you win or lose, or, if somebody says something about you or does something to you, it's inside you already. So I'd love to help you. You go to my website, racheltucker.org. I do coaching. I'm going to be talking more about I've got the Power Conference coming in October. I have Holy Yoga experience set up at Ginghamsburg Church in Tip City, Ohio, which is my home church. Pastor Slaughter and his wife are my spiritual parents, and I'm really excited to share it with you. So have a great Sunday, and we will see you tomorrow.